Hey guys, it's your favorite girlfriend here, Elizabeth Weekes, and we will be playing with skincare today. So I wanted to give you guys my first impression and my walkthrough as I use the new Alikay Naturals skincare. So we're going to be starting off with their absolutely amazing black soap. This is going to be great for those that have that need that deep detoxifying cleanse on their face, as well as any acne, any scarring, because it will help kind of clear everything out of the skin and balance your skin out. So there's a couple of things that I want to tell you. So when you first get it, it comes in this like plastic casing because they are made fresh. They want to keep it fresh that way. But I like to take it and I open it up and then I just break off a little piece, kind of like this big. And this is what I use when I wash my face. So now with the rest of them, you can take it and you can have yourself like a Tupperware or a plastic bag or a little plastic container. And then to make sure everything stays fresh, you just break your pieces off and you put them in there. And then when you're done, you just seal it up to make sure that your soap stays nice and fresh and you always have it. And then that way you're just using piece by piece. I want to get my money's worth and make sure that I'm only using what I need at the time. So that's why I break it up into smaller pieces. And it's a little bit easier for me to handle the smaller piece on my skin versus doing it with the large piece, because you see they give you a pretty good helping. So I just take my smaller piece, we wet it up, and then I'm gonna wash my face with it, okay?
As you guys can see, I'm lathering up the black soap between my hands.
And then we're gonna start. Pretty plain and simple, just washing your face. One thing I will say, the slip on this, it's like smooth all over my face. For me, my problem areas with more of anything that needs help is going to be right around here and in here. So I focus a little more there. And then even though if you're using it, if you feel like your face is not wet enough, like it's kind of melting away, all you have to do is just wet your face some more and it'll lather right back up. Okay, so I'm going to rinse this off and then we'll be right back. So as I wash this off, I want to share with you guys that there is literally almost no fragrance to it. It's super light in fragrance, and I feel like that's because their ingredients are so natural. Normally I've used an African black soap before and it can be really drying to my skin. This has shea butter in it, so I feel the hydration in my skin. You really don't want a face wash that when you wash your face, it literally feels like it's sucking the life out of your skin. You want it to be clean without being overly drying as well. Okay, so now that we got all that off, the next thing that I'm trying, which I'm super excited to try, is their green chai tea face scrub. I don't know about you, but I love a good face scrub. So this is their chai tea. With the chai tea, if you guys look at it, be aware, so there is like the scrub water consistency in there. Don't be like me. The first time I wasn't paying attention, opened it, spilled it everywhere. So just know that that's okay to see that in there. You want those extra oils and moisture in there, keeping your scrub nice and hydrated, because if your scrub tends to dry out, it's going to be really harsh and very abrasive on your skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull a little bit out, and I start with a little bit, and if I need more, I add more. And I just go right in. Oh, it smells really good. And you're smelling that green tea, which green tea, in case you didn't know, is full of tons of antioxidants. So it's pushing those nutrients into your skin and down and deep in those cells. And again, like I said, my problem areas that I work on is my chin and around my nose. I have the larger pores, so I really make sure when I do a scrub, it goes in. And because, like I said, that this is nice and hydrated with the natural oils that's in here, like this does not, it's not too abrasive, it doesn't hurt or bother my skin at all. So it's gentle enough. Again, you're working it in that circular motion and you're putting it on. It is a little bit messy like any scrub, so I would probably do this in the shower. Or, you know, if you're doing it over your sink, make sure that you're really standing over your sink so any extra when you're rubbing it kind of falls into your sink. Now I've got it all over my face, so I'm gonna wash this off and I'll be right back. Can you see the skin? I know you can feel it through the camera. Can you feel how like buttery my skin feels right now? It feels amazing. It's like, okay, I want to take this chai tea and I want to like just slather it all over my body, hoping that my butt can be nice and smooth as my face is right now. Because this is baby butt smooth face. That's what I have right now. So we're gonna try out the Dead Sea mud mask from Alikay Naturals. I'm really excited about this. I love the fact that it has virtually almost no smell to it. Sometimes these mud masks or clay masks, they can be like a little bit overwhelming in the fragrance that's in them. This one has aloe vera and vitamin E, of course, with the dead mud in it, the Dead Sea mud. So this should be fun. Okay, so let's scoop some out. Okay, first thing I want to say is I thought it would be super heavy, but it's not. And I kind of like that because then that means like I'm not going to be using as much product. I like the fact that it's just gliding around my face really, really like quickly. Sometimes with the heavier mud mask, I feel like I'm taking this one pile of product and trying to like work it all over my face. And this is making it so easy for me. I always pay a little bit of extra attention. Like I said, my problem area is right in here because of the fact that this mask does tighten the pores. I'm with some tight pores. And then of course we're gonna do the forehead. Another thing, if you have the extra free time and you really want the extra added benefits, you can always take a nice hot towel, just run it under the sink, make sure you drain it out, and then you can put the hot towel right on your face for maybe about a good 2 to 3 minutes to open up the pores even more and get everything out. So you're getting all of the anti-aging properties, that vitamin E, the aloe vera, which is amazing for its hydration and softening. And then we're just gonna leave this on for about 10 to 15 minutes and we'll be back to wash it off. Don't I look cute?
Something happened with the sound, guys, so that's why I'm coming to you from this voiceover. Anyways, after I washed off the Dead Sea mask, my skin felt amazing and buttery smooth.
I like to add a little bit of their Majestic Beauty to my face. The way that it feels on my skin, the texture, it adds that hydration, it plumps my skin, it kind of just smooths everything out. And then I mix it with a little bit of the Shea So Real. This is 100% pure shea butter. So we're gonna take a little bit of the Shea, and a little bit goes a long way with these products, so you really should not be like digging your finger in and taking out big globs because you're just gonna have so much product left over. And then I take a little bit of the Majestic, so I have my 2 fingers, put it on my hand, and you want to work them together to the fact that it almost turns into an oil. See my hands? They're like virtually gone. Almost turns into an oil. And then I pat it into the skin, and I try not to rub so much. When you rub, you're causing friction to the skin, and you're causing a little bit of extra pulling and tugging. I don't know about you, but I don't need a little bit of extra pulling and tugging on the skin. And then because we also have that 100% natural shea butter, you can rub a little bit on your lips, and whatever's left over goes right in the hair. Look, my hair is hydrated too at the same time my face is. My skin is looking nice and good. I'm good to go. I literally throw on an accessory, and I'll see you guys out in the streets.